What's next for Baldur's Gate 3? Between its critical acclaim, numerous awards, and financial success, Baldur's Gate 3 is worth celebrating, but its meteoric rise to success was just as surprising to the developers at Larian as it was to the rest of the gaming community. At every single point, I thought it was going to stop, game director Swen Vincke says of the game's success. I remember arguing with our director of publishing, who said, "This is going to sell a lot." I said, "That's impossible. The number you're saying is just not possible." The interview with Vincke is done virtually, but while I'm home in my office, Vincke answers my call from the passenger seat of a moving car. He's the only one who can hear me, but he informs me of potential background noise from the back seat of the car, which is currently filled with several other developers who worked on the game. That's impossible. The number you're saying is just not possible. Despite months of patches and media attention on Baldur's Gate 3, Larian is already hard at work on its next project, and while we don't know exactly what it is, we know it isn't Baldur's Gate 4. Larian Studios confirmed no future DLC for Baldur's Gate 3. While Baldur's Gate 3 has great potential for future DLC, particularly for beloved characters like Wyll and Karlaka's stories to be further enhanced, the Larian Studios team has confirmed they have no plans for future DLC, or even a Baldur's Gate 4. In March, Vincke announced the studio's plans to end its partnership with Wizards of the Coast, meaning Larian won't be making DLC or a sequel to their critical success. Several months after this announcement, Vincke says the folks at Larian have no regrets about the decision. "We actually decided this only at Christmas. We were working on stuff, but our hearts weren't as much in it, probably because we spent so much time already in it. So it was time for us to do new things, and ever since, we felt better. We got our developer joy back. And that's the prime thing, right? If you don't have that, you can't make anything good. That was the best that we could do." Wizards of the Coast said, "This is not very good." We said, "We know. Give us more time." And then they gave us more time. Thankfully, the following presentation went much better, and the studio was given the green light. So, after shipping the definitive edition of Divinity, Original Sin 2, Larian focused all its efforts on making Baldur's Gate 3. No new updates doesn't mean the end of BG3. Embarking on a new venture, Larian Studios recently launched its YouTube channel, Larian, Channel from Hell. As the team share with their fanbase an assortment of streams, shows, game updates, and behind-the-scenes content, the videos have delivered new aspects of Baldur's Gate 3 that have never been seen before. Giving players further insight and involvement of the process that made their favorite game may not be the same as new game content, but it's a fun and unique way to keep fans close to the inner workings of Baldur's Gate 3. This is also one of the places to anticipate news for any potential future progression or announcements, should something be in the works after all.